But please, son, try all, both joy and terror, of good and bad, that makes and unfolds error. Now take upon me in the name of time, to use my wings. Impute it not a crime to me or my swift passage, that I slide o'er 16 years, and leave the growth untried of that wide gap, since it's in my power to o'erthrow law, and in one self-born hour to plant and o'erwhelm custom. Your patience this allowing, I turn my glass, and give my scene such growing as you have slept between. Leontes, leaving, the effects of his fond jealousies so grieving, he shuts up himself. Imagine me, gentle spectators, that I now may be in fair Bohemia. And remember well, I mentioned a son of the king, which Florizel I now name to you. And with speed so paced, to speak of Perdita, now grown in grace, equal with wondering. What of her ensues, I list not prophecy. But when time's news be known, when 'tis brought forth, a shepherd's daughter, and what to her adheres that follows after is the argument of time. Of this allow, if you have ever spent time worse ere than now. If never, time herself does say, she wishes earnestly, you never may. So we now go to Bohemia, to the palace of Polixenes.
I pray thee, good Camilla, be no more importunate. 'Tis a sickness denying thee anything, a death to grant this.
Oh, it is 16 years since I saw my country. Though I have for the most part been aired abroad, I desire to lay my bones there. Besides, the penitent king, my master, hath sent for me, to whose feeling sorrows I might be some allay, which is another spur to my departure.
As thou lovest me, Camilla, wipe not out the rest of thy services by leaving me now. Of that fatal country, Sicilia, prithee speak no more, whose very naming punishes me with the remembrance of that penitent, as thou callest him, and reconciled king my brother, whose loss of his most precious queen and children are even now to be afresh lamented. Say to me, when sawest thou the Prince Florizel, my son?
Sir, it is 3 days since I saw the prince. What his happier affairs may be are to me unknown, but I have missingly noted he is of late much retired from court, and less frequent to his princely exercises than formerly he hath appeared.
I have considered so much, Camilla, and with some care, so far that I have eyes under my service which look upon his removedness, from whom I have this intelligence, that he is seldom from the house of a most homely shepherd, a man, they say, that from very nothing, and beyond the imagination of his neighbours, is grown into an unspeakable estate.
I have heard of such a man, sir, who hath a daughter of most rare note. The reports of her are extended more than can be thought to come from such a cottage.
That's likewise part of my intelligence, but I fear the angle that plucks our son thither. Thou shalt accompany us to the place, where we will, not appearing what we are, have some question with the shepherd, from whose simplicity I think it not uneasy to get the cause of my son's resort thither. Prithee, be my present partner in this business, and lay aside the thoughts of Cecilia.
I willingly obey your command.
My best Camilla, we must disguise ourselves.
For the red mud rings in the winter's pale. The lark, the tira-lira, chants with hay, with hay. The thrush and the jay are summer songs for me and my aunts while we lie tumbling in the hay. I have served Prince Florizel and in my time warned 3 pile, but now I am out of service. But shall I go mourn for that, my dear? The pale moon shines by night, and when I wander here and there, I mostly then go right. My father named me Autolycus, who, being as I am, littered under Mercury, was likewise a snapper-up of unconsidered trifles. With dye and drab I purchased his caparison, and my revenue is this silly cheat. Gallows and knock are too powerful in the highway. Beatings and hangings are terrors to me. For the life to come, I sleep out thought of it. A prize. A prize!
Let me see. Every lad weather top. Every tard yield pound and odd shilling. 1,500 shorn. What come the wool to?
If the spring holds, the cock's mine.
I cannot do it without the counters. Let me see. What am I to buy for our sheep shearing feast? 5 pound of sugar, 3 pound of currants, rice. What will this sister of mine do with the rice? But my father has made her mistress of the feast, and she lays it on.
Oh, that ever I was born!
By the life of my... Oh, my God.
Oh, help me, help me! Pluck but off these rags and then death, death!
Well, that's poor soul. Thou needed more out to lay on thee than have these off.
Oh, sir. Oh, the loathsomeness of them offends me more than the stripes I have received, which are mighty ones and millions.
Oh, alas, poor man.
Oh, sir, I am beaten and robbed. My money and apparel taken from me, and these detestable things put upon me.
Lend me thy hand, I'll help thee.
Oh.
Come, lend me thy hand.
Tenderly!
Oh, no! Oh, can't stand.
Oh, good sir, softly. Thou hast done me a charitable office.
Dost lack any money? I have a little money
Oh,
for
no,
you.
sweet sir, I beseech you. I have a kinsman not 3/4 of a mile hence, unto whom I was going. There I shall have money or anything I want. Offer me no money, I pray you, that kills my heart.
What manner of fellow is he that robbed you?
A fellow, sir, that I have seen to go about with troll my dames. He was a servant of the prince. I know not for which of his virtues it was, but he was certainly whipped out of the court.
His vices, you should say. He no virtues whipped out the court. They cherish them and seek to make it stay, yet it will but abide.
Vices, I would say, sir. I know him well. Some call him Autolycus.
I ain't no more cowardly rogue in Albania. If you but stood big and spat at him, he'd have run.
I must confess to you, sir, I am no fighter, and that he knew. Oh,
How do you know?
well, I can stand and walk. I may even take my leave of you and tread softly towards my kinsman.
Shall I see you on the way?
Oh, no, good face, sir, no, sweet sir.
That's fairly well. I must go buy spices for our sheep shearing.
Oh, prosper you, sweet sir. Let me be unrolled and my name put in the book of virtue. Jog on the footpathway and merrily hence.
No shepherdess, but Flora peering in April's front. This, your sheep shearing, is a meeting of the petty gods, and you are the queen on it.
Sir, my gracious lord, the chide at your extremes, it not becomes me. Oh, pardon if I name them. For myself, the gracious mark of the land has obscured but a swain's wearing, and me, her lowly maid, most goddess-like pranked up.
I bless the time when my good falcon made her flight across thy father's ground.
I don't accord you cause. To me, the different fort is dread. Your greatness hath not been used to fear. Even now I tremble to think your father by some accident should pass this way as you did. For the fates, how would he look to see his work so noble vilely bound up? What would he say? For how should I in these borrowed flaunt behold the sternness of his presence?
Apprehend nothing but jollity.
Oh, but sir, your resolution cannot hold, which is opposed as it must be by the power of the king.
Thou dearest Perdita, with these forced thoughts, I prithee, darken not the mirth of the feast, or I'll be thine, my fair lord, not my father's, for I cannot be mine own, nor anything to any, if I be not thine. To this I am most constant, though destiny say no. Be merry, gentle. See, your guests approach. Address yourself to anything sprightly, and let's be red with mirth.
My daughter! Upon this day, when my old wife lived, she was both pantler, butler, cook, both dame and servant. Welcomed all, served all. Would sing her song, dance her turn. Now here at upper end of the table, now in the middle, on his shoulder and his, her face afire with labour. And the things he took to quench it, he would to each one sit. You are retired as if you were the feasted one and not the hostess of the meeting. Pray you, bid these unknown friends to us welcome, for it is a way to make us better friends, more known. Come, quench your blushes and present yourself that which you are, the mistress of the feast. But come on and welcome us to your sheep shearing, as your good flock shall prosper.
Sir, welcome. It is my father's will I should take on me hostesship of the day. You're welcome, sir. Give me those flowers there, Dorcas. Reverend sirs, breathe as rosemary and rue. These keep seeming and savour all winter long. Grace and remembrance be to you both, and welcome to our shearing.
Shepherdess, a fair one are you. Well, you fit our ages with flowers of winter.
I will I had some flowers in the spring that might become a time of day. Oh, Prosperina, for the flowers now that frighted the last fool from Mrs. Wagon. Come, take your flowers. Methinks I play as I've seen them do in wits and pastorals. Sure, this robe of mine does change my disposition.
What you do still betters what is done. When you speak, sweet, I'd have you do it ever. When you sing, I'd have you buy and sell so give alms, pray so. And when you do dance, I do wish you a wave of the sea that you might ever do nothing but that.
Oh, Doricles, your praises are too large, but that true youth and true blood which repeat fairly thought, do plainly give you out an unstained shepherd. With wisdom, I might fear my Doricles. You move me the false way.
I think you have as little skill to fear as I have purpose to put you to it. But come, a dance, I pray, your hand, my Perdita, so turtles pair that never meant to part.
Come on, speak up.
Shepherd, what fair swain is this which dances with your daughter?
They call him Doricles. He boasts himself a worthy feeding. but I have it upon his own report, and I believe it. He says he loves my daughter. I think so too. For never gazed the moon upon the water as he'll stand and read as were my daughter's eyes.
She dances featly.
So she does anything, though I report it that should be silent. If young Doricles do light upon her, she shall bring him that which he not dreams of.
Oh, master, if you did but hit the pedlar at the door, you'd never dance again after a tabard and a pipe. No, the bad pipe could not move you. He sings faster than you'll tell money. He sings as eaten ballads, and all men's ears grew to his tunes.
We could not have come better. I love a ballad, but even too well. It would be doleful matter merrily set down, or a very pleasant thing indeed and sung lamentably.
He hath songs for man or women of all sizes. No milliner can so fit his customers with love.
Prithee, bring him in, and let him approach singing.
We'll warn him that he has less careless words in his chins.
You have of these pedlars that have a little more than you'd think, sister.
Aye, good brother, we've got about to think.
Lawn as white as driven snow, cypress black as e'er was grow, gloves as sweet as damask roses, masks for faces and for noses. Come buy of me, come buy, buy lads or else your last is dry, come buy.
If I was not in love with Matt, so they would have nobody of me. But, being enthralled as I am, it will also be the bondage of certain ribbons and gloves.
I was promised them against the feast, but they come not too late now.
He hath promised you more than that, for there be liars.
He hath paid you all he promised you. Maybe he hath paid you more. It will shame me to give him again.
Is there no manners left among maids? They wear their plackets where they ought to bear their faces. Is there not milking time when you're off to bed or kiln hole when you can whistle out these secrets? Instead you must be tittle-tattling before our guests. Just while they're whispering, clamour your tongues and not a word more.
I have done. Come, promise me a 40 lace and a pair of sweet gloves.
Have I not told you I was cousin by the way and lost my money?
Indeed, sir, there are cousiners abroad, therefore it behoves men to be wary.
Fear not now, man, there is nothing here.
I hope so, sir, for I have many parcels of charge.
Oh, that's so here, ballads?
Oh, pray not buy some. I love a ballad in a print of life, for then we are sure they are true.
Why, this is a passing merry one. It goes to the tune of two maids wooing a man. There's scarce a maid westward, but she sings it. 'Tis in request, I can tell you.
Well, we can both sing it. If thou bear part, thou shalt hear. 'Tis in 3 parts.
We had the tune on a month ago.
Well, I can bear my part. 'Tis my occupation. Get you hence, for I must go, where it fits not you to know.
Whither?
Oh, whither?
Whither?
Becomes I oath full well, thou to me thy secrets tell.
Me too, let me go thither.
Or thou goest to the orange or mill.
If to either thou dost still.
Neither.
What, neither?
Neither.
Thou hast sworn my love to be.
Thou hast sworn it more to me. And whither goest, say whither.
Well, we'll have this out and on by ourselves. My father and these gentlemen are in sad talk, we'll not worry them. Pedlar, bring away thy pack. Wenches, I'll buy for you both. Come on, let's have the first choice. Girls, follow me.
And you shall pay well for 'em. Will you buy any tape or lace for your cape? My dainty duck, my dear, any silk, any thread, any toys for your head, of the best and finest wearer.
Is it not too far gone? 'Tis time to part them. How now, fair shepherd? Your heart is full of something that does take your mind from feasting. Sooth, when I was young and handed love as you do, I was wont to load my she with knacks. I would have ransacked the pedlar's silken treasury and have poured it to her acceptance. You have let him go and nothing marted with him.
Oh, sir, I know she prizes not such trifles as these are. The gifts she looks for me are packed and locked up in my heart, which I have given already, but not delivered. Oh, hear me breathe my life before this ancient sir, who, it should seem, hath sometime loved. I take thy hand, this hand, as soft as dove's down and as white as it, or Ethiopian's tooth, or the fan snow that's bolted by the northern blast twice o'er.
What follows this? Let me hear what you profess.
Do and be witness to it.
And this my neighbour too.
And he, and more than he, and men, the earth, the heavens and all, that were I crowned the most imperial monarch, thereof most worthy, by the fairest youth that ever made I swerve, had force or knowledge more than was ever man's, I would not prize them without her love.
Fairly offered.
This shows a sound affection.
But my daughter, say you the same, dame?
I cannot speak. So well, nothing so well. Know nor mean better. By the pattern of mine own thoughts, I cut out the purity of his.
Take hand, a bargain, and friends unknown, you shall bear witness to it. Give my daughter to him, and we'll make her portion equal his.
Oh, that must be in the virtue of your daughter. One being dead, I have more than you can dream of yet. Enough then for your wonder. But come on, contract us for these witnesses.
Soft, swain a while, beseech you. Have you a father?
I have, but what of him?
Knows he of this?
He neither does nor shall.
Methinks a father is of the nuptial of his son, a guest that best becomes the table. Pray you once more, is not your father grown incapable of reasonable affairs? Is he not stupid with age and altering rooms? Can he speak, hear, no man from man, dispute his own estate? Lies he not bedridden and again does nothing but what he did being childish?
No, good sir, he has his strength and ampler health indeed than most have of his age.
Well, let him know it.
He shall not.
Prithee, let him.
No, he must not.
Let him, my son. He's no need to grieve at knowing of thy choice.
Come, he must not. Mark our contract.
Mark your divorce, young sir, whom son I dare not call. Thou art too base to be acknowledged. Thou, a sceptre's heir that thus affects a sheep hook. Thou, old traitor, I am sorry that by hanging thee I can but shorten thy life 1 week. And thou, fresh piece of excellent witchcraft, who of force must know the royal fool thou copest with. I'll have thy beauty scratched with briars and made more homely than thy state. For thee, fond boy, if I may ever know thou dost but sigh that thou no more shalt see thy snack, as never I mean thou shalt, we'll bar thee from succession, not hold thee of our blood, no, not our kin, far than Deucalion off. Mark thou my words, follow us to the court. Thou, churl, for this time, though full of our displeasure, yet we free thee from the dead blow of it. And you, enchantment, worthy enough a herdsman, ye him too that makes himself, but for our honour therein, unworthy thee. If ever henceforth thou these rural latches to his entrance open, or hoop his body more with thy embraces, I will devise a death as cruel for thee as thou art tender to it.
Even here undone. Will please you so be gone. I told you what would come of this. Beseech of your own state, take care of the stream of mine. Being no wake, I'll quit it no inch farther. Promote my youth and wait.
Why, how now, father, speak ere thou diest.
I cannot speak, nor think, nor dare to know that which I know. Oh, sir, you have undone a man of 83 that thought to fill his grave in quiet. Oh, cursed wretch, that knewest this was the prince, that wouldst adventure to mingle fate with him. Undone, undone. If I might die within this hour, I have lived to die when I desire.
Why look you so upon me? I am but sorry, not afeard. Delayed but nothing altered. What I was, I am.
Gracious my lord, you know your father's temper. At this time he will allow no speech. Come not before him.
I not purpose it. I think Camilla.
Even she, my lord.
How often have I told you to be thus? Have often said, my dignity would last but till 'twere known.
It cannot fail but by the violation of my faith. Lift up thy lips. From my succession, wipe me, father! I am heir to my affection.
Will be advised, sir, this is desperate.
So call it, but it fulfills my vow. I need to think it honesty. Camilla, not the Bohemia, nor the pomp that may be there at gleam. For all the sun, seas, or the close earth wombs, or the profound sea hides in unknown fathoms, would I break my oath to this my fair beloved. This you may know, and so deliver. I am put to sea with her whom here I cannot hold on shore, and most opportune to our needs do I have a vessel that rides fast by, though not prepared for this design. What course I mean to hold shall nothing benefit your knowledge, nor concern me the reporting. Hark, predator, I'll hear you by and by.
He's irremovable, resolved for flight. Now were I happy, if his going I could frame to serve my turn. Save him from danger, do him love and honour, purchase the sight again of dear Cecilia, and that unhappy king my master, whom I so much thirst to see.
No, good Camilla, I am so fraught with curious business I leave out ceremony.
Oh, well, my lord, if you would please to think that I love your father, and through him what is nearest to him, which is your gracious self, embrace but my direction. I'll point to you where you shall have such a welcome as shall become your highness, where you may enjoy your mistress, marry her, and with my best endeavours, in your absence, your discontenting father, strive to qualify and bring him up to liking.
How, Camilla, may this almost a miracle be done?
Make for Cecilia, and there present yourself and your fair princess, for so I see she must be, for Leontes. She shall be habited as it becomes the partner of your bed. Methinks I see Leontes opening his free arms and weeping his welcomes forth, asks thee the son forgiveness as 'twere in the father's person, kisses the hand of thy fresh princess, o'er and o'er divides him twixt his unkindness and his kindness, the one he chides to hell, and the other bids grow faster than thought or time.
Worthy Camilla, what colour for my visitation should I hold up before him?
Sent by the king your father, to greet him and to give him comfort. But, sir, the manner of your bearing towards him, with what you, as from your father, shall deliver, things known betwixt us three, I'll write you down. He shall not deceive, but that you have your father's bosom there, and speak his very heart.
I am bound to you there is some sap in this. Oh, my prettiest predator, but all the thorns we stand upon. Camilla, preserver of my father, now with me, the medicine of our house, how shall we do? We are not furnished like Bohemia's son, nor shall appear in Sicilia.
Fear not, my lord. I think you know my fortunes do all lie there. It shall be so my care to have you royally attorneyed, as if the scene you play were mine.
What a fool honesty is, and trust, his sworn brother, a very simple gentleman. I have sold all my trumpery, not a counterfeit stone, not a ribbon, glass, brooch, pomander, to keep my pack from fasting. In this time of lethargy, I have picked and cut most of their festival purses, and had not the old man come in with a whoo-bob about his daughter and the king's son, there would not have been a purse alive in the whole army.
Nay, but my letters, by this means being theirs as soon as you arrive, shall clear that doubt.
And those you procure from King Leontes?
Shall satisfy your father.
Happy be you, all that you speak so fair.
Well, what have we here? We'll make an instrument of this, omit nothing shall give us aid.
I am a poor fellow, sir.
Why be so still? There's nobody here will take that from me.
I am a poor fellow, sir. I know you well enough.
Dispatch, sir. We're outside of your poverty, we will need something, but this stranger, this gentleman here, if you may.
Are you none, sir? I smell the trick on it.
Dispatch, I prithee.
Unbuckle. Madam, dismantle you, and as you can, disliken the truth of your being, so that you may to shipboard get, undescribed. Are you done there?
Should I now meet my father, you would not call me son.
Madam, lovely. Come, lady, come.
Hark, predator, what we trade forgot? Beseech you a word.
What I do now shall be to tell the king of this escape, and whither they are bound, wherein my hope is that I I shall so prevail to force him after, and whose company I shall pursue Cecilia once more, for whose sight I have a woman's longing.
Fortune speed us! Thus we set on, Camilla, to the seaside.
The swifter speed, the better.
I understand the business. I hear it. The prince himself is about a piece of iniquity, stealing away from his father with his clog at his heels. Aside. Here is another matter for a hot brain.
See what kind of man you are now. There's nothing left but to tell the king that she's a changeling, none of your flesh and blood.
Nay, but hear me.
But hear me.
Go to, then.
She, being none of your flesh and blood hath not offended the king. And so your flesh and blood must not be punished by it. Show him those things you found about her, those secret things, all but what she has with her. This being done, let the law go whistle, I warrant you.
I will tell the king all, every word, yea, and his son's pranks too, who, I may say, is no honest man, neither to his father nor to me, to go about to make me the king's brother-in-law.
Aye, and brother-in-law was the farthest off you could have been to him. Your blood's dear, but I know how much it outs. Great heartily be at palace.
Though I am not naturally honest, I am so sometimes by chance. How now, rustics, whither are you bound?
To the palace, son it like your worship.
Your affairs there. What? With whom? The condition of that father. Your names, ages, dwellings, and anything else it is fitting we don't discover.
We are but plain fellows, sir.
Lies. You're fatty-headed. I will have no lying.
My business, sir, is to the king.
Age, thou hast lost thy labour.
Why, sir?
The king is not at the palace. He has gone aboard a new ship to purge melancholy and air himself. Thou must know the king is full of grief.
So's 'tis said, sir, about his son that should have married a shepherd's daughter.
If that shepherd be not in hand fast, let him fly. The curses he shall have, the tortures he shall feel, will break the back of man, the heart of monster.
Think you so, sir?
An old sheep-whistling rogue, a ram tender, to offer his daughter to come unto grace? Some say that he shall be stoned, but that death is too soft for him.
And is the old man e'er a son? Do you hear, sir? I like you, sir.
He has a son who shall be flayed alive, anointed over with honey, placed at the head of a wasp's nest, and stand till he be 3/4 and a dram dead. But what talk we of these traitorly rascals whose miseries are to be smiled at, their offences being so capital? Tell me, for you seem to be honest plain men, what you have to the king. Being something gently considered, I'll take you where he is aboard, tender your person to his presence, whisper him on your behalf, and if it be in man beside the king to effect the suit, here his man shall do it.
He seems to be of great authority. Close with him, give him gold, and remember, stoned and flayed alive.
I'm pleased, you, sir, to undertake this business for us. Here is the gold that I have. I will make it as much more, and leave this young man in port till I bring it you.
And when I have done what I promised?
Aye, sir.
Well, give me the moiety. Go before the seaside, keep on the right hand. I will but follow you behind the hedge.
We are blessed in this man, as I may say, even blessed.
Let's before as he bids us. He was provided to do us good.
If I had a mind to be honest, I see fortune would not suffer me. She puts booties in my mouth.
Gentle spectators, we return to Sicilia. Hasten you, follow me to Leontes' palace.
Sir, you have done enough. You have performed a saint-like sorrow. Do as the heavens have done. Forget your evil with them. Forgive yourself.
Whilst I remember her and her virtues, I cannot forget my blemishes in them, and destroyed the sweetest companion that e'er man bred his hopes out of.
True, my lord. If one by one you married all the world, or from the all that are took something good to make the perfect woman, she you killed would be unparalleled.
I think so. Kill. She I killed. I did so. But thou strikest me sorely to say I did. 'Tis as bitter upon thy tongue as in my thought. Now, good now, say so but seldom.
Not at all. Good lady, you may have spoken 1,000 words that would have done the time more benefit and graced your kindness better.
You are one of those who would have him wed again.
If you would not so, you pity not the state, nor the remembrance of his sovereign name. What holier thou for royalties prepare, than for present comfort or future good to bless the bed of majesty again with a sweet one to it?
There is none worthy respecting her that's gone. Besides, the gods will have fulfilled their secret purposes. For has not the great Apollo said, and was not that the tenor of his oracle, that King Leontes should not have an heir till his lost child be found, that which it shall, is all as monstrous to our human reason as that my Antigonus break his grave and come again to meal, for on my life did perish with the infant. Care not for issue, the crown will find an heir.
Oh, my true Paulina, oh, how it squared me to the council. Even now I might have looked upon my queen's full eyes, have taken treasure from her lips.
And left them more rich for what they yielded.
Thou speaks true. No more such wives, ever no wife. One worse and better used might again possess her corpse. And on the stage where we're offenders be, begin. Why to me?
Had she such power, she had just cause.
She had. And would incense me to murder her I married.
I should so. My lord, will you swear never to marry but by my free leave?
Never, Paulina. So be blessed my spirit.
So, my lord, bear witness to his oath.
You tempt him overmuch.
Unless another as like Hermione is as her picture, affronts his eye.
Good madam!
Oh, I have done. Yes, if my lord will marry, if you will, sir, no remedy but you will. Grant me the office to choose your queen. She shall not be so young as was your former, but she shall be such as walked your first queen's ghost. It should take joy to see her in your arms.
Paulina, we shall not marry till thou bidst us.
That shall be when your lust queens again in breast, never till then.
One that gives himself out, Prince Florizel, son to Polixenes, and his princess, she the fairest I have yet beheld, desires access to your high presence.
What with him? He comes not like to his father's greatness. His approach, quite as the circumstance, tells us 'tis a visitation not framed. It comes of need and accident. What train?
But few, and those but mean.
His princess, see with him.
Aye, the most peerless piece of earth, I think, that e'er the sun shone bright on.
Oh, Hermione, as every present time doth boast itself above a better gone, so must thy grave give way to what's seen now.
Go, Cleomenes. Yourself, assisted with your noble friends, bring them to our embracement. Still, 'tis strange he thus should steal upon us.
Had our prince, June of children, seen this hour, he had fared well with this lord. There was not full a month between their births.
Prithee, cease no more. You know he dies to me again when talked of. Here, come. Your mother was most true of wedlock, Prince, for she did print your royal father off conceiving you. The very image is so hitting you I should call you brother. Most dearly welcome. Fair princess. Alas, how I lost a couple that twixt heaven and earth might thus have stood begetting wonders such as you, gracious couple, do. Then, lost the society of your great father, whom I do desire my life to look upon him.
By his command have I here touched Sicilia, and from him give you all greetings that a king at friend can send his brother.
Most noble lord, that which I must report would bear no credit, were the proof not so nigh. Please you, great sir, but Bohemia greets you himself through me, and desires you attach his son, who has fled from his father, from his hopes, and with a shepherd's daughter.
Where's Bohemia? Speak.
Here in this city, to the court while he was hastening in the chase, it seemed, of this fair couple, meets he on the way the father of this seeming lady, and he greets her thus.
Camilla has betrayed me.
Lay so to your charge. She is with the king, your father.
Who, Camilla?
Camilla, sir, I spake with her, and she has both the poor men in question. Never did I see such wretches quake so.
Oh, my poor father! The heaven set spies upon us will not have our contract celebrated.
You're married?
We are not, nor are we like to be.
My lord, is this the daughter of a king?
She is, when once she is my wife.
That once will come on very slowly, I see by your father's good speed.
Dear, look up. Though fortune, visible and enemy, should chase us with my father, how or no jot has she to change our love? Beseech you, sir, remember since you owed no more to time than I do now. With thought of such affections, step forth mine advocate. At your request, my father will grant precious things as trifles.
Would you do so, I beg your precious mistress, whom he grants but a trifle?
Oh, my lord, your eye hath too much use in it. Not a month ere your queen died, she was worth more such gazers than what you look on now.
I thought of her. Even in these looks I made. But yet your petition remains unanswered. I will to your father. Your honour not overthrown by your desires, and friend to them and you. Upon which errand I will toward you. Come, follow on.
Many other evidences proclaim her with all certainty to be the king's daughter. Did you see the meeting of the two kings?
No.
Then you have missed a sight which was to be seen cannot be spoken of. Our king, being ready to leap outside himself of joy of his newfound daughter, asks Bohemia forgiveness, embraces his son-in-law. Seldom have I heard of such another encounter.
Are they returned to the court?
The princess, having heard of her mother's statue, which is in the keeping of Paulina, and many years in the doing in the newly performed manner by that rare Italian master, Giulio Romano, he so near Hermione hath done Hermione that they say you could speak to it and stand in hope of answer. Thither, and with all affection of greediness, are they gone, and there they intend to sit.
I had thought she had some great matter in hand, for twice or thrice daily has she visited that house since Sir Hermione has died. Shall we thither and with our company break the rejoicing?
Let's along.
Here come those I have done good to against my will, and already appearing in the blossom of the fortunes.
Come, boy. I am past more children, but thy sons and daughters will all be gentlemen born.
You were well met, sir. You denied to fight with me the other day, for I was not of gentleman born. See you these clothes, sir? Say you see them not, and think me still no gentleman born. But best deny these robes are not of gentleman born. Give me the lie, sir, and try that I am not of gentleman born.
You now are indeed, sir, a gentleman born.
Aye, and have been these past 4 hours.
So have I, boy.
I was gentleman born before my father. 4. The king's son took me by the hand and called me brother. And then the 2 kings called my father brother. And then the prince, my brother. And the princess, my sister, called my father father. And so we wept. And it was the first gentleman-like tears that e'er we shed.
We may live, son, to shed many more.
Aye, else 'twere hard luck being in so prosperous estate as we.
Beseech you, sir, to forgive me the faults I have committed to your worship, and give to me your good report to the prince my master.
Prithee do, boy, for we must be gentle, now we are gentlemen.
Thou wilt amend thy life?
Aye, and it like your worship.
Then lend me thy hand. I shall swear to the prince thou art as honest and true a fellow as any in Bohemia. Oh, hark! The princes and kings, our kindred, are going to see the Queen's picture. Come, follow, we'll be thy good lords and masters.
Grave and good Paulina, the great comfort I've had of thee.
Oh, what sorry, sir. I did not well. I meant well.
We honour you with trouble, but we came to see the statue of our queen. Your galleries have we passed through, not without much content in many singularities, but we saw not that which my daughter came to look upon, the statue of her mother.
As she lived peerless, so her dead likeness, I do well believe, excelled whatever yet you looked upon, or handed man hath done. Therefore I keep it lonely, apart. But here it is. Behold, and say it is well. I like your silence. It the more shows off your wonder. But yet speak first you, my liege, comes it not? Something near?
Her natural posture. Oh, chide me, dear stone, that I may say thou art indeed Hermione. But yet, Paulina, Hermione was not so much wrinkled, nothing so aged as this seems.
So much the more our carver's excellence, which has let go by some 16 years, and makes her as she lived now.
As now she might have done. So much to my good comfort as it is now piercing to my soul. Oh, thus she stood with such a life of majesty, warm life, as it is now piercing to my soul. Oh, alas. Oh, peace is beauty in thy majesty.
And give me leave, and do not say to superstition that I kneel and implore her blessing. Lady, dear Queen, the tender when I but began, give me that hand of yours to kiss.
Oh, patience, the statue is but newly fixed, the colour's not dry. My lord, if I had thought, the sight of my poor image would thus have moved you, for the stone is mine, I'd not have shown it.
Do not draw the curtain.
No longer shall you gaze on a dress-drawn fancy. Let it sink along, it moves.
Let be. Let be. Would I were dead, but that methinks already. What was he that did make it? My lord, would you not deem it breathed, and that these veins did verily bear blood?
No longer shall you gaze on it. My lord's almost formed, far more transported, he'll sink anon. It lives.
Let it alone, Paulina.
Oh, I am sorry, sir, to have thus far disturbed you, but I could afflict you further.
Do. But this affliction is as sweet as any cordial comfort. But still methinks there is an air comes from her. What fine chisel could yet cut breath? Let no man mock me, or I will kiss her.
Good Molly, forbear. The ruddiness upon her lip is wet. You mar it if you kiss it, stain your own with all your painting. Shall I draw the curtain?
No, not these 20 years.
So long can I stand by and look her on.
Then either forbear, quick present in the chapel, or else resolve you for more amazement. If you can behold it, I'll make the statue move indeed, descend and take you by the hand, but then you'll think, which I protest against, I am assisted by wicked powers.
What you can make her do, I'm content to look on. Make her speak, content to hear, for it is easy to make her move as speak.
It is required. You do. Awake your faith. Then all stand still. Or those that think it is a lawful business I am about, let them depart.
Proceed. No foot shall stir.
Music, awake her, strike. 'Tis time. Descend. Be stone no more. Approach. Strike all that look upon with marvel. Come. I'll fill your grave up. Stir, nay, come away. Ah, bequeath to death your numbness. For from him, dear life redeems you. Start not, her actions should be as holy as you hear my spells lawful.
She's warm. Oh, if this be magic, would it be an art as lawful as eating? Oh.
She embraces him.
She hangs about his neck. If she pertain to life, let her speak too.
Aye, and make it manifest where she has lived or how stolen from the dead.
That she is living, were it but told you, should be hooted at like an old tale. But it appears she lives, though yet she speaks not. Mark a little while. Please you to interpose, fair madam. Kneel and pray your mother's blessing. Turn, good lady, our purgator is found.
You gods, look down and from your sacred vials pour your graces on my daughter's head. Tell me, mine own, where hast thou been preserved, how lived, how found thy father's court? For thou shalt hear that I, knowing by Paulina that the oracle gave hope thou wast in being, have preserved myself to see the issue.
Oh, there's time enough for that. Go together, you precious winners all. Your exaltation partake to everyone.
Let's from this place. Paulina, lead us from hence, where we may leisurely each one demand an answer to a part performed in this wide gap of time since first we were dissevered. Hastily, lead away.
faded, leave not a rack behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded